شاه به نام پهلوی رها شویم ز یوغ بندگی شب سیاه ما ز نور شاه سپید دم شود ز فر پادشاه به نام شاه همه صدا شویم برای میهنم من و تو ما شویم به نام پادشاه که با صدای شاه و نام تو جهان بلرزد از قیام تو به نام شاه به نام پهلوی وطن شود دوباره می نوی شب سیاه ما ز نور شاه سپید دم شود ز فر پادشاه به نام شاه همه صدا شویم برای میهنم من و تو ما شویم
When you look at the crowds today, you have maybe 5,000-6,000 people here. On the streets yesterday, 1 million people, 1 million Iranians in the street for the Ayatollah Khomeini. Does that not give you concern? Does that not make you afraid?
Because they are afraid, yeah, that's right. And most of the people don't say anything because they are afraid. And they are in silence, you know, they don't say anything.
Is this the silent majority of Iran out here now?
Yes, that's right.
Do you want the Shah to return?
Yes, Shah, return to the country.
What about you, Shah? Why do you want the Shah? Why does she want the
The so-called Islamic Republic is not the government of Iran. It is a hostile occupying force that's hijacked our homeland. After invading 5 neighboring countries and sowing chaos across the region, this regime has invaded Iran itself, using foreign terrorists, Hezbollah fighters, Iraqi militias, and other mercenaries to slaughter the Iranian people. This is no longer mere repression. This is foreign occupation wearing clerical robes. Just as Saddam Hussein drowned the marshes in blood and Bashar al-Assad turned barrel bombs on his own children, Ali Khamenei and his thugs have committed mass crimes against the Iranian people and against all of humanity. And just like those other tyrannies, the Islamic Republic will fall, not if, but when. The world must hear this clearly. The battle in Iran today is not between reform and revolution. It is between occupation and liberation. And the Iranian people have already chosen their side. Their heads are bloodied, but unbowed. Yet the cost has been heartbreaking. The people of Iran are being slaughtered in the streets and in their homes by a regime that shows no mercy. More than 12,000 Iranians were massacred in 48 hours. One murder every 14 seconds. Khamenei's killers even hunted the wounded protesters in hospitals and executed them in cold blood. The regime collected piles of bodies with dump trucks and forced worried families to search unlabeled body bags. They refused to return bodies for burial without payment for the cost of the bullets that killed their loved ones. And where a family cannot pay up to several thousand dollars, and most of them can't, they bury the dead in unmarked mass graves. And despite the lies you're hearing from the regime, its bloodlust has not diminished. The slaughter has not stopped. My brave compatriots, still holding the line with their broken bodies but unbreakable will, need your urgent help right now. Make no mistake, however, the Islamic Republic is close to collapse. Ali Khamenei and his thugs know this. That's why they are lashing out like a wounded animal, desperate to cling to power. The people have not retreated. Their determination has made one thing clear. They are not merely rejecting this regime, they are demanding a credible new path forward. They have called for me to lead. The bond between me and the Iranian people is not new. It's been with me since birth, and it cannot be broken. Even in exile, I pledged my life to the service of the Iranian nation.
این آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده.
ایرانیان آزادیخواه، فرزندان دلیر سرزمین پارس، با جدیت و عزم راسخ از شما می‌خواهم که قدرت جمعیتان را به نیروهای سرکوبگر نهاد جمهوری اسلامی و تمام دنیا نشان دهید. برخیزید و اتحادتان را به نمایش بگذارید تا تاریکی عقب نشیند. از شما آزادیخواهان می‌خواهم که در کنار هم و در یک روز و یک ساعت در سراسر ایران بزرگ قدرت جمعی خودتان را به صورت امن به نمایش بگذارید. نیروهای سرکوبگر توان مقابله با شما را در همه شهرها و خیابانها ندارند. به نیروهای مسلح ملی فرمان می‌دهم در خانه بمانید. در آن روز بزرگ که مردم قدرتشان را آشکار می‌کنند، از مقابله با برادران و خواهران ایرانی خودداری کنید. به یاد آورید که شما نگهبانان ملت هستید، نه ابزار سرکوب. کشورهای خارجی تنها برای پیشبرد اهداف خود عمل می‌کنند و نبایستی مسئولیت تغییر و جایگزینی حکومت را بر گردن بگیرند. این حرکت نهایی بر دوش شما مردم آزادیخواه خواهد بود. پیروزی نور بر تاریکی قطعی است. به نام ایران و به حکم رسالت تاریخی از شما می‌خواهم که به یاری ایران بیایید. افتخار شما در نگهبانی از تمامیت ارضی ایران و جان و مال ملت ایران است. برخیزید. آزادی شما در همبستگی و شجاعت شماست.
این آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده. این آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده.
این آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده. این آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده. این آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده. این آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده.
این آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده. این آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده.
voices rise, peaceful hands beneath the skies. Police in black, they draw the line. Basic GIRGC crossing every sign. They shoot at us, no shame, no fear. 11 souls have gone this year. We march with hope, we stand as one. Oppression ends, the fight's not done. Act, Mr. Trump, a genius, bold and strong. You never surrender, that's where we belong. Act, Mr. Trump, we're calling you tonight. Act, Mr. Trump, be the fire, be the light. Locked and loaded, you said it loud. Hear the cries, hear the crowd. Act, Mr. Trump, don't turn away. Hope is rising, lead the way. We don't ask for war change, just freedom breaking. They beat us down, they steal our breath. Community regime survives on fear and death. The world is watching, time is now. History waits for your vow. From Tehran streets to every land, we reach for the steady hand. Don't let Democrats rewrite you out. Don't let them say trap always chickens out. Act, Mr. Trump, a genius, bold and strong. You never surrender, that's where we belong. Act, Mr. Trump, we're calling you tonight. Act, Mr. Trump, be the fire, be the light. Locked and loaded, we said it loud. Hear the cries, hear the crowd. Act, Mr. Trump, lead us to God bless the USA. We believe in you. We got Crown Prince, hear his name. Reza Pahlavi, our hope and flame. He is hope, democracy's door. Stability in Middle East, we're longing for. The people shout from young to old. One leader, brave and bold. Friendship keeps the future free. That's the iron we wanna see. Breathe life for BB, let him stand. USA's where you're hand in hand. Strength agrees and clear and true. A safer world starts here with you. Iranian, say it loud and proud. We love you, Trump, above the crowd. A genius mind, a patriot strong, a doer, fighter, where we belong. Act, Mr. Trump, history calls your name. Act, Mr. Trump, light the flame. From broken streets to freedom strong, the new dawn comes when red, Mr. Trump.
ملت بزرگ ایران، این صدای آزادی است. جمهوری اسلامی سقوط کرد.
مسئولین کشور و همه آحاد مردم پشت سر نیروهای مسلح‌اند. امروز از همه جناح‌های اونا
آنچه آغاز شده برگشت ناپذیر است. دستگاه سرکوب رژیم در حال فروپاشی است. خطاب به نیروهای نظامی و انتظامی و دولتی برای حفظ رژیمی که سقوط آن آغاز شده روبروی ملت ایران نایستید. با ایستادن در کنار ملت جان خود را حفظ کنید. باشد که به زودی در کنار شما باشم.
اینجا دیگر صدا و سیمای جمهوری اسلامی نیست. این صدا و تصویر تلویزیون ملی ایران است. ملت بزرگ ایران، این صدای آزادی است. جمهوری اسلامی سقوط کرد.
آخرین نبرده پهلوی برمیگرده صدای ایران بلنده حق به حق دار میخنده اینا 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 تو خیابون رگبار و شلیکه آینده اینجا نیها تاریکه فقط برای حقمون خواستیم داد بزنیم نمیذاریم این که شروع به فنا بدیم اینترنت و برق و آب رو قطع کردن توی دل تاریکی جنایت کردن چراغا رو خاموش کردن که خون بریزن مال دیگه از این ناخونده گریزن ایران بی پادشاه بی قانونه دنیای ما دلت رو با بیرحمی جزید با خون ما این کشور رو دزدیدید از خشم این ملت مگه نترسیدید ما یه زندگی ساده و آزاد میخوایم صبح بدون ترس و فریاد میخوایم دوباره بیگان و مستی و لبخند بدون سانسور و زور و این بند خورشید و شیر دوباره تابان میشه پرچم واقعی توی جهان میشه ایران دوباره پارس و پر روره تا این شب تار نزدیک نوره مردم ایران و دامه بدین را رو برای شاه باز کنین این ویروس رژیم رو پاک کنین جا بدین به عصر طلای ایران روی پا میمیریم نه روی زانو آزادی حقمونه اینو میدونیم تا آخر میجنگیم بدون ترس ایران آزاد نزدیک میبینیم این آخرین نبرده پهلوی برمیگرده صدای ایران بلنده پهلوی برمیگرده با بازگشت شاه ایران بهش میشه تقدیر ما از نو نوشته میشه عدالت و افتخار زنده میشه دشمن ایران شرمنده میشه برگشتن پهلوی وحشت هر اجنبی بلند بگو هم شهری شاه رضا پهلوی نظام رسیده پرتگاه بلند بگو جاوید شاه برگشت شاه به میهن دوای درد وطن این آخرین نبرده پهلوی برمیگرده داره میاد پهلوی زجه بزن صدایی راه نجات وطن پهلوی هموطن ایران میشه گلستان شاه که بیاد به ایران ایران که شاه نداره حساب کتاب نداره آخون باید گم بشه توپ تانک فشفشه گم شو بیرون اجنبی داره میاد پهلوی فریاد بزن جاوید شاه شاه هر وطن
To all of our friends around the world, under the yoke of the Islamic Republic, Iran is identified in your minds with terrorism, extremism, and poverty. The real Iran is a different Iran, a beautiful, peace-loving, and flourishing Iran. It is the Iran that existed before the Islamic Republic, and it is the Iran that will rise again from its ashes the day the Islamic Republic falls. So let me be clear about how a free Iran will act towards its neighbors and the world after the fall of this regime. In security and foreign policy, Iran's nuclear military program will end. Support for terrorist groups will cease immediately. A free Iran will work with regional and global partners to confront terrorism, organized crime, drug trafficking, and extremist Islamism. Iran will act as a friend and a stabilizing force in the region, and it will be a responsible partner in global security. In diplomacy, relations with the United States will be normalized and our friendship with America and her people will be restored. The State of Israel will be recognized immediately. We will pursue the expansion of the Abraham Accords into the Cyrus Accords, bringing together a free Iran, Israel, and the Arab world. A new chapter will begin, grounded in mutual recognition, sovereignty, and national interest. In energy, Iran holds some of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world. A free Iran will become a reliable energy supplier to the free world. Policymaking will be transparent. Iran's actions will be responsible. Prices will be predictable. In transparency and governance, Iran will adopt and enforce international standards. Money laundering will be confronted. Organized corruption will be dismantled. Public institutions will answer to the people. In the economy, Iran is one of the world's last great untapped markets. Our population is educated, modern, with a diaspora that connects it to the four corners of the world. A democratic Iran will open its economy to trade, investment, and innovation, and Iran will seek to invest in the world. Opportunity will replace isolation. This is not an abstract vision. It is a practical one, grounded in national interest, stability, and cooperation. To achieve this, now is the time to stand with the Iranian people. The fall of the Islamic Republic and the establishment of a secular, democratic government in Iran will not only restore dignity to my people, it will benefit the region and the world. A free Iran will be a force for peace, for prosperity, and for partnership.
ایران غرق انقلاب است. کشور ما، تاریخ ما در سینگر فرا گرفته، گویی اهورا مستا دوباره در نور خود مرا گرفته. اکنون سرودی سر میدهم باز فارغ از رنج و تشویش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. هن ای پدر، هن ای پسر، برخیز و باماش و همگاه، تا درد آن تجربه تلخ ما را نکشیده در پا. بگذار هر دم بغرند گرگ‌ها دم لباس میش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ای کارگر، ای برزگر، راحت کنون ادامه دارد در این زمان که پرتو یزدان از هر سو بر تو میبارد. پس پیش به سوی آزادی از بحر خزر تا کیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. خلقا به پا، بهر دفاع از استقلال و آزادی، تا بشکنیم پشت ارتجاع تیریزی ویران آبادی. تا زنده سازیم سنت‌های می از بر آیین و کیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. روزی که تمام این دلبشو و انقلاب تموم بشه و ما در روشنایی، نور و سعادت مردم کشورمون غرق بشیم. نه خارجی، نه بیگانه، نه مستشارهای ویرانی، نه چیر خاران، نه کاسلیسان، فقط هم رزمان ایرانی.
تا با شرافت میهنی بسازی بهر فرزندان خویش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش، به پیش، به پیش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش، به پیش، به پیش.
مردان بیایید داخل صف ما، اکنون که آغاز رویاست. دشمنان بدانید ما زنده هستیم، بعد از ما هم ایران پابرجاست. آن روح شیطان ما را فریب داد با صد شعار مردمیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش، به پیش، به پیش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش، به پیش، به پیش.
پرچم ما، پرچم ایران غرق خون شهیدان. روی شانه هامان حمل میکنیمش در هر خیابان و میدان. تا ماسک دلقکان را برداریم از روی تسبیح و ریش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش، به پیش، به پیش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش، به پیش، به پیش.
سلام من به تو یار قدیمی، منم همون هوادار قدیمی.
سید سلام، چطوری مرد کلی کتلت شدیم دایی بدون مدرک. سلام بسیجی قهرمان، رفتی پیش توسی با پنیر و یه نون سنگک. سلام به محفل قرآنیتون، سلام به مدیرای بحرانیتون، سلام به حاجی اکبر و طوله هاش و خارج و رفقای ارگانیتون. سلام به دوستای پول ملت که تش بیفتین توی تور ملت. سلام به همه شما کرکسایی که دارین نونتون رو میزنین تو خون ملت. ساکتش زیر دست و پاک و تک بخورین، حالا هی به یه بادکنک بدوین. سلام آخر تو زندان باشه وقتی قرار به این آب خنک بخورین. مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا، ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا. مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا، ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا. اینو بگذاریم به خاک میرسیم، تجزیه طلبی که به خاک بیرسیم. ایران مردمش وطن پرستن، از کرد تا بلوچ بری به فاک میرسی. گفت به هر کی مرسی است، گفت به هر کی در پی تجزیه است. گفت به لوی و همونی که شیفته ی گل ملیگرا تو وطن خدا نستی هست. سر کردستان همه برپا شدن، بلوچستان فدای مهسا شدن. شم واحد که شیر و خورشید با برقی جعلیا تنها شدن. شادی باشه واسه همه در میهن، کور بشه چه شهرچی اهریمن. رخه رو بگید اون 6 کلاس سواد و خبرگان و مجد سری ترجیحن. شبهای عروس و دامادی باشه، برن سلامتی نوش کنن و آبادی باشه. مقصد کجاست؟ میدون شهیاده به سمت اتوبان آزادی باشه. سلام به نسل ندید پدیدا، نبودیم ندیدیم قدیمتی ما. شاه بود تو شادی کل میزدیم، حالا شاه بر میگرده پیک میزنیم. مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا، ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا. مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا، ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا. مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا، ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا.
ای فاهنگ به این خوشگلی با نایده بود، اسم این عشقاین رو توش بیاریم، ولی خب لازم بود دیگه فکر کنم.
واسه ماست مزدورا همه شدن آسفاس این روزا جهنم حاکماست کارتون تمومه اینجا خاک ماست سر ما رو میبریم بشین بار بمونین جلومون میکشیمه اگه مردم رو بزنی با تیرت بدون با خونه تو زیر پا بیشوریمه ایرانی غیرت و احساس داره جلوش واسی قصاص داره تو دل سه پهلوی و شاه داره واسه بسیجی همین فشار داره همه جا بو اتحاده مردم یکی اعتقاده اونا جایشونو میخوان نمیذاریم میبیسیده بکنی سو استفاده این آخرین نبرده پهلوی برمیگرده 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 ما رو اجی میترسونیم جنازتو میگردونیم تو شهر و روستا میچرخونیم دونه دونتون رو میفهمونیم آزادی به ما نزدیکه نگاه چپ کنی ما رو یه تحریکه صورتت واسه ما میشه معنی که یا با ما یکی میشی یا که تدیگه همه پشت شاهی میبینی داریم پشت کاری که واقعیه نه یه رشد واهی یه مشت آنی زیر هشت ایران پشت شاهی تا خاک ایران ما چلو اندی سال دست بیگانه ها ایران ما ایمان ما میراث ما سالا ایرانی میسازه ایرانو باز این آخرین نبرده پهلوی برمیگرده 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 ایرانی داد بزن شاه تو فریاد بزن ایرانی داد بزن شاه تو فریاد بزن ایرانی داد بزن شاه تو فریاد بزن ایرانی داد بزن شاه تو فریاد بزن
شد انجمن از دلیران پارس سپاهان و
Well, good evening, Patriots. Welcome to Iran Revolution Live. I'm your host, Goldie Gamari. Armin is not here because Armin is currently he's speaking with a number of his Iranian friends and contacts from inside occupied Iran. So anyone who's watching on Armin's live streams, just wanted to let you know that's what it is. But of course, because Armin and I are a team, we're broadcasting Iran Revolution Live on all of our shared channels. I saw in the comments that some of you were asking about where to, yes, Patriots, because, oh yeah, absolutely. I did say Patriots because the Iranian national revolution is a patriotic movement, and every single one of you patriots around the world, patriots from your own countries, you are the ones supporting us. Guys, we are not getting support from the communists and the leftists and the Antifa. Absolutely not. The people who are supporting us are all of you, the patriots of your own countries, because you love and respect your countries, and you recognize and understand that we Iranians were also patriots of our own country. And so this is like patriots around the world uniting. This is a nationalistic movement. And yes, you guys should be proud patriots of your own countries. And that's why I'm saying hello, patriots, because you are proud of your countries, and that's why you're supporting us, because we are freedom fighters. We are fighting to reclaim our country from Islamic colonization. We are fighting to reclaim our country from the occupiers, because we are patriots. And that's why you all are supporting us, because you are patriots of your own countries. And God bless you. God bless all of your countries. So welcome, patriots. Welcome, patriots. For those of you who are asking about the MIGA hat, so this is the hat that you can purchase on my merch store. So it's actually so it's embroidery. So, make Iran great again. It's embroidered. And on the side, it's got the lion and sun flag as well. And this isn't printed. It's embroidered. It's high quality. And I've actually seen a few people in the chat who've said that they've received their MIGA hat and they love it because it is high quality. So you want a lasting hat? There you go. That's the MIGA hat. You can purchase it on my merch store, and that's what it looks like. So you only get top quality from me. So there you go. And I have a bunch of other merch there. But if you want to know where you can buy the MIGA hat, you can go purchase it there. Oh, look at that! Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful hat. Oh yeah, only high quality here, only high quality. Like honestly, if I wanted to sell you like a cheap quality hat, sure, like I could just have something that's like printed, but I chose to go with embroidery, right? So it's embroidered. So this is one of those like top quality hats, and it's pretty good. So I'm personally very happy with my MIGA hat because yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm loving it. Do you want it to come in red? It only comes in black. I mean, if you want, I could make the red version as well. I can go do that right now, actually, if you guys are interested. Did you want the red version? I can do a red. Okay, you know what? I'm happy to do a red version. The only reason I did the black. Oh, you want a yak hat? Do you really want me to make a hat that says yak? Because that's like meta, because only you guys from yesterday who were here last night would get the reference. Okay. Aw, you love your MIGA hat too. Thank you. I mean, I could make a yak hat. You want a white one? A white MIGA hat? Okay, so you guys want me to make a yak hat? Okay. What do you want it to say? What do you want? What do you just want it to say yach, or like what do you want? Do you want like yach baby? Like what do you guys want? I already have a MIGA hat. My MIGA hat is on my merch store. Javid yach? Okay, yach baby? Like I have to make something that you guys would actually want to purchase. Like I'm not just gonna like make a random hat. You want yach baby? Yach means ice. Yach baby is kind of it. Can I make a hat with MIGA? With MAGA and MIGA? Okay. All right. Okay. Let me write this down. So, okay. I'm going to do this right now. Okay. So you want yach, baby. Guys, you realize that like when I make a yach baby, like yach baby hat, like no one's going to get it except for you guys. That's literally going to be our code. That's going to be our code. Okay. So yach baby. You want something that says Azadi. You want Miga in red and white. What else do you guys want? Oh, I already have a Bapiche hat. If you go to my merch store, the Bapiche hat. Yeah, if you go to my merch store, the Bapiche hat is already there. The Bapiche hat is already there. Make a purple or blue hat. What do you want the purple or blue hat to say? USA and Israeli flag. On which hat do you want the USA and Israeli flag? On which hat? Okay. I'm not gonna make a hat that says Poyande Yacht. Long live ice? That's too funny. I have a Bapiche hat. It's in my merch store. Yach the illegals. Oh my gosh. All the Yach agents. Mega Miga. Any hat that says freedom for Iran. So make Iran great again. Make Iran great again is basically like freedom for Iran, right? Yeah, like guys, I'm just not gonna make like random. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yach cream. Yach baby. Okay. I think okay. I think I'm gonna go with yach baby. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna make yach baby. I'm gonna make an Azadi hat. I'm gonna add the Miga hat in red and white, and I'll add the Israeli and Israeli and USA hats to. I have guys. Bapiche is already there. The Bapiche hat. Guys, look. Okay. The Bapiche hat is already there. Look. It's already there, guys. Wait, let me bring it up for you guys. Look. Let me log in. I already have Bapiche. I have Javid Shah too. Guys, I already have Javid Shah. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Okay. So this is my store. This is my merch store. I mean I can like add other things here. So there's the link to my merch store. And so I have the Make Iran Great Again hat. Look, I have Bapiche. Bapiche is there. And then like if you go to the hats, so I have Make Iran Great Again, Bapiche. I have Iranian here. So Iranian here, that's from like, Iranian here. I have the Lion and Sun. I have the Crown Lion and Sun. I have Javid Shah. And I have this version of Javid Shah. So guys, I already have like a bunch of stuff there. So I can add, like I could add, I mean, if you want, I could add Azadi and I can add Yach baby. So yeah, there's like a bunch of Kotak chunky yogurt. That's too funny. All right. Okay. So I will take those suggestions. I'll add Yach baby. You want Make Savok Great Again? I mean, I love Savok. So no merch with Persian text. No, I don't have anything with Persian text. I mean, I could try. You want Make Savok Great Again? Okay. Make Savok Great Again. And you want the griffin? I don't know if the griffin would work on a hat because it's too detailed, right? Oh, you want No, we're gonna do Bisharaf. Savok agent. Okay, I can do Savok agent. Okay, all right. I have enough suggestions, so I'm gonna go. Later tonight. Later tonight, I'll do all that. Oh, you want? Should I do Kotak? Kotak Khomeini? Okay, I can do Kotak Khomeini. Okay, there you go. Kotak Khomeini. Magbar Mullah. You know what? I think Kotak Khomeini is probably the best one. Okay, so I got I got the suggestions. Thank you guys. I will. Oh, you want Taketun? Okay, all right. Okay. Taketun is a good one. Yeah. Gosh. Okay. Okay. I have enough. I have enough suggestions. T-shirt with the lion and sun. I have that, guys. I already have the t-shirt. Guys, I already have the t-shirt. Look. I already have it. Make Iran great again. I have it in white and I have it in black. I have hoodies as well. And I even have Javid Shah. Like, look at that. It's all there. You got just go to my merch store. You'll see a bunch of stuff. You know what I'll do? I'll probably get rid of the notebooks because I don't think anyone likes the notebooks. So I'll get rid of the notebooks and I'll just add like more hats and t-shirts instead. How about that? How about that? Okay. I have a bunch of t-shirts, but there you go. So, I mean, I'm happy to do that. And then, I got the flags here. Guys, just go to my merch store. You'll see it. You'll see it's all there. I even have like some purses, but the purses are pretty, you know what? I might actually get rid of the purses because I don't know. So this company, like they ship all around the world. So they ship internationally. It just might take a little bit longer. But there you go. You want a black mug? Okay, black mugs. Okay. I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Okay. I know I'm not going to do make Iran Zoroastrian again. I'm not going to do that, and I'll explain why. So, we Iranians, we're very religiously diverse. So, yes, the original authentic religion of Iran is Zoroastrianism, but under the Zoroastrian religion, all religions there was freedom of religion, right? And so, even though Iran was Zoroastrian before the Arab Muslim conquest, we had like Iranian Jews, Iranian Zoroastrians, Iranian Christians, various religions existed peacefully. So I don't want to say make Iran Zoroastrian again, only because we are religiously diverse and there are a lot of Iranian Muslims who are, yeah, exactly. Right. So Iranian Christians, right. So we all lived peacefully prior to 1979. So I'm not going to do a make Iranian Zoroastrian again because that wouldn't be reflective of our identity and culture. Okay. So I want to go to a few new videos from today because this is really, really important. So the first one is a message from His Royal Highness King Reza Pahlavi to the Iranian people. Wait, where's the other video? Okay, here we go. Okay, so this one was a message that came out earlier today. And this was his message to Iranians in the diaspora, okay? So pay attention, guys, because this is really, really important. Do I have a link? I just shared my link. Here, let me share it again. I'm happy to share the link to my store, to my merch store. I mean, it's in the description of my video. But here, let me share it again, and then I will pin it to the top of my YouTube live chat, okay? There you go. Okay, so there's my merch store pinned to the top of my live chat on YouTube. Here, let me go to Rumble and add it to Rumble as well because I don't want my Rumble supporters and followers to feel like I'm ignoring them because I'm obviously not. So let me just add it there. Okay, so there's the link, and then let me just add it on X as well. Here you go, guys. Okay, and let me just add it in the X Live chat as well, and that way I can make sure that anyone who wants to check it out, they have link to the merch store. There you go. Okay, so I posted the link everywhere. All right, so now I want to go to the message from His Royal Highness King Reza Pahlavi, because this is really important. This message came out today, and this message is directed to Iranians who are outside of occupied Iran, right? So this message is basically for me and the 10 to 15 million Iranians who are outside. So let's go ahead. Sorry, guys, I was on the wrong tab. Here's the correct one. Okay, I'll start from the beginning. Sorry, guys.
ایرانیان عزیز خارج از کشور، راهپیمایی‌های بزرگ و پرشکوه شما در روزهای گذشته در 4 گوشه جهان، از استرالیا تا سراسر اروپا تا کانادا و آمریکا، به هم‌میهنان شجاعمان در میهن اشغال شده نیرو و امید داده است. صدای شما صدای ملت ایران است. سپاسگزار و قدردانتان هستم. امروز در شرایطی که جمهوری اسلامی با کشتار بیرحمانه و حکومت نظامی هزینه حضور مردم در خیابان‌های ایران را بسیار بالا برده، مسئولیت شما در جلب پشتیبانی بین‌المللی برای هم‌میهنانمان سنگین‌تر است. اهمیت نقش شما از هر زمانی بیشتر است. تداوم فعالیت‌های شما لازم و ضروری است. گسترده‌تر، هماهنگ‌تر، منسجم‌تر و هدفمندتر. همانطور که در کنفرانس خبری اخیر در واشنگتن اعلام کردم، ما در این مرحله 6 خواسته مشخص از جامعه جهانی داریم. همه فعالیت‌های ایرانیان خارج از کشور، از تجمع و تحصن و راهپیمایی تا گفتگو و نامه‌نگاری با تصمیمگیران و قانونگذاران و تا اطلاع رسانی در رسانه‌ها و شبکه‌های آنلاین میبایست پیرامون این 6 خواسته متمرکز شود. نخست، حفاظت از مردم ایران با تضعیف ماشین سرکوب رژیم، به ویژه از طریق هدف گرفتن سپاه پاسداران، فرماندهان آن، ساختار فرماندهی و زیرساخت‌هایش. دوم، فشار اقتصادی حداکثری با مسدود کردن دارایی‌های رژیم در سراسر جهان و هدف گرفتن شبکه مخفی نفتکش‌های آن موسوم به ناوگان ارواح. سوم، فراهم کردن اینترنت آزاد برای ایران از طریق استارلینک و دیگر ابزارهای ارتباط امن، از کار انداختن توان رژیم برای قطع اینترنت. چهارم، اخراج دیپلمات‌های رژیم و پیگرد قانونی جنایتکاران علیه بشریت. پنجم، آزادی فوری و بی قید و شرط همه زندانیان سیاسی. و ششم، آمادگی برای گذار دموکراتیک در ایران و به رسمیت شناختن دولت انتقالی مشروع. من از همه شما می‌خواهم زیر پرچم شیر و خورشید ایران متحد بمانید. پرچمی که 10,000 ایرانی شجاع جان خود را برای برافراشتن دوباره‌اش فدا کردند. اختلافات شخصی را کنار بگذارید. از موازیکاری و برنامه‌های جداگانه در یک شهر پرهیز کنید. تلاش‌ها را همسو و هماهنگ کنید تا اثرگذارتر باشید. به یاد داشته باشید
که شما در چشم جهانیان نمایندگان ملت بزرگ ایران هستید. بنابراین رفتار شما باید شایسته، متمدنانه و در تراز اخلاق و فرهنگ ایرانی باشد. من و تیمم با دقت فعالیت‌های هماهنگ شما را دنبال می‌کنیم و به زودی برنامه‌های مرتبط با روز جهانی اقدام به همبستگی با انقلاب ملی ایران اعلام خواهد شد. نگاه هم‌میهنان شریفمان در ایران که در بند رژیم اشغالگر جمهوری اسلامی هستند به ماست. دست در دست هم بدهیم تا رنجشان زودتر پایان یابد، تا به آزادی و رفاهی که شایسته آن هستند برسند. آن روز از همیشه نزدیکتر است. پاینده ایران.
Okay, so that's the first message that I wanted to share. That was a new video message from His Royal Highness. Some people are saying to say His Majesty. Sure, fine. His Majesty. His Majesty, the King of Iran, Reza Pahlavi. Guys, I already call him the Shah. So just like, stop nitpicking. I literally, everyone knows I call him the Shah. So, to the Iranians, like, stop nitpicking right now, because if you're nitpicking, you're literally doing the exact opposite of what he wants, right? So stop nitpicking me. Like, we're supposed to be like united here. So like, pick and choose your battles, especially when I've already recognized him as the Shah. Like, انقدر چی میدونم گیر نگیرین. Like, یه کمی صبر داشته باشین، چون که دارم زبون انگلیسی صحبت میکنم. Anyways, guys, so I want to go to a message. So this was an interview from yesterday. This is really important, and then I also want to share his interview on Fox News from today, because that's also very, very important here. So let's go to this one.
The regime has been slaughtering demonstrators. The demonstrators want freedom and a better future. Instead, Iranian forces have been gunning them down. The regime admits that in just the last 3 weeks, 5,000 people have been killed, but that number is likely much higher. That's because the Iranian regime has ordered a near total internet blackout. It's impossible to get accurate information out of Iran with the internet down. Iranian businesses are struggling to stay afloat. Iran has severe economic problems, including a currency that has collapsed. In 1979, when the Islamic Revolution toppled the Shah, $1 was worth 70 Iranian rials. Today, $1 is worth about 1.1 million rials. Now, despite attempts from the regime to silence the demonstrators, late Sunday night, hackers disrupted Iranian state TV. The regime's channels played a message from the exiled Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. The hackers also showed images of the massacres. Earlier, I spoke with the exiled Crown Prince of Iran, Reza Pahlavi. Nice to see you, sir.
Good to see you again.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Lots going on.
Indeed.
I read your tweet today. You are being, as you always are, speaking to the Ayatollah, or are you speaking to the Iranian people, or both?
Well, this was a very clear message to the supreme leader that this genocide will never be forgotten, that it's a regime that has waged war on its own citizenry, shooting at them with assault military weapons, going to people's home and clobbering them there, shooting at people on the rooftop or chanting slogans at night. It is really a war scene, what's happening in Iran right now. And the expectation that these brave Iranians that are totally defenseless in terms of being unarmed vis-a-vis such a regime is, when is the cavalry going to show up and give us at least a fair chance to combat this regime and put an end to it? The momentum is, of course, still there, albeit that now people have to wait until the next opportunity to come to the streets. But the battle goes on. And as I said in my message, there's no turning back. And we will fight and fight until we finally prevail. And hopefully we'll get some help on our way.
Well, going back to 2009, people took to the streets, and many of us thought that that was the big opportunity for the regime to fall. President Obama did not step in. And now, fast forward to now, we have people taking to the streets again. People are being shot and killed, as best we can figure out from information coming out of Iran. President Trump has spoken big words, but so far, no action. Is there something you think he should do specifically?
Well, the president clearly stated that if the regime was to use violence against its own people, it will not be unanswered. That pretty much leads one to believe that what is the element that will be a necessity to come to the people's help, if that's the intent. And right now, we clearly see that the regime is using every aspect of its repressive arms, and most of the times it's the IRGC or the Ministry of Intelligence or any institution that backs the thugs that they bring in to repress people that need to be neutralized. So if there is going to be a strike, I suppose it's going to be targeting those institutions that have been directly involved in this massacre. And on top of it, you have other elements that the regime is bringing from the outside, from Afghanistan, from Lebanon, from Iraq, to do the dirty job. And that shows us that the regime is not necessarily capable of having its own manpower to do that, but those are also elements that is what the people have to counter and face. So altogether, I think what this president, based on what he said, is to show that his words is a man of his words, and contrary to what Obama didn't do, and pretty much threw the people under the bus in 2009, he's not President Obama, and in this case, he will act based on his promise. This is what everybody expects to see happen sooner rather than later, because we are holding the fort everywhere we can, but at some point the cavalry needs to arrive.
The difficulty that we in the media have, and everybody has, is that the regime has been so effective at shutting down any sort of communication in and out of Iran. So it's we're getting it, second and third hand, although Iran, this regime has a history of in public hangings to intimidate people. I think the Ayatollah admitted that they've already killed 3,000. The numbers are bigger, but I mean, he himself says 3,000. One is too many. So that's been such a problem. Are you able to, I assume that you have a better communication channel to find out what's going on?
We managed to get some information, despite the fact that, of course, there's been a massive shutdown of the internet, even telephone lines, but information does trickle out. And for what we have gotten in the middle of all this has been flabbergasting information. I think the death toll is well over 30,000 as of now, maybe even more. And that's throughout the country. But Tehran alone counts more than 12,000, as it was reported about 3 days ago. Now, I think that Starlink has a key element to keep us connected, and Elon Musk has done his part, and we thank him for that. And eventually, once the information is back on, hopefully the media will also be able to get all the reports that have been pretty much impossible to obtain. But I'm sure you're going to get those facts very soon.
But that's too late off. I mean, that's after people have been killed.
Well, yeah, of course, it's already done. But the whole point is exactly this is what we have to deal with. And as such, I think it's important for the whole world to realize that this is a regime that has no reservation in massacring thousands of people. It's a war. It's a war waged on the Iranian people. It's not just anymore. Some people report, well, there are protests and there's economic malaise and so on and so forth. It's beyond that. This is an actual war, and we need to win that war. It's a little bit like, when during the occupation, the French were having the resistance, and at some point, there has to be some kind of intervention to fight back and give them a chance to success. And that's how the Nazis were defeated, after all. This is another case where our country has been occupied by a regime that is not even Iranian. They are anti-Iranian. It's a totally different conflict.
Are the protests slowing down? Because I know that, there was another incident, 2022, when the young woman didn't wear her hijab correctly, and she was beaten to death or killed, I forgot how, by the police, morality police. And then things died down somewhat. Is the protest, are we at a point in the protest where things are slowing down, or is it still very heated? The protesters are still taken to the street in giant numbers?
I think that the momentum is still there, although you can call it a tactical retreat, so people are not massacred on the streets. not the chanting slogans at night. I called for that to basically go in other directions where we can still bring pressure on the regime. It's not just being on the street and chanting slogans that is necessary. We need to have labor strikes. We need to be able to paralyze the regime from within. These are other elements that we're working on together with the activists back home. And I think that's where the game changer would be, back to the question of if President Trump does act on his promise, how can we neutralize the forces that the regime utilizes against its own population? That will be tipping the balance in favor of the people, and then you can expect people to be back on the streets and then take over strategic entities that will lead ultimately to the regime collapse, which is, after all, what we're pushing for.
You know, I'm old enough to remember pre-1979 Iran, when your father was the leader. You see pictures from the 70s, and they're dressed just like we are here in the United States, and they seem to be enjoying the same things that we are. Now you see pictures, and especially for women in particular. I mean, I realize the men are being hanged in public and everything, but when you see the pictures, you really get an idea. But so many Americans are not old enough to remember what Iran used to be. And it has a rich culture in music and art and everything, and a completely different country than what we're seeing now.
Well, I'm glad you raised this, Greta, because in fact, you know, maybe for the average American, they say, why should we get involved? Why should we be concerned about Iran? In what way does it impact us? Well, let me tell you how it impacts America. Many Americans who remember those days saw a country that was a friend of the United States, that provided its part of bringing stability to the region, a country that had cordial relationship with its neighbors, the only country in the region that had no qualms or issues with the state of Israel. All of that changed in 1979. A regime that came with the slogan of death to America, death to Israel. This is a regime that, as of yesterday, had a threat to actually threaten the American presidents as a retaliation or revenge factor. This is a country where Iranian Americans, who have been the first to come and seek refuge, and now many of them run this country, what they represent in terms of having a possibility to reconnect America to Iran. Iran, in the first 15 years, we estimate, will bring to America about $1 trillion worth of revenue just by doing business in Iran, a country that you've been deprived of having an opportunity to work with. Why? Because you have a very hostile regime. But the Iranian people are friends of America. And I tell you that in September 11th, when that terrorist attack occurred, we were the only people in the region to hold candlelight vigil that night in support and sympathy to the victims of the 9/11 terrorist attack. These are the same people on the streets today fighting for their freedom, because they want to tell the world that, unlike this regime, we want to be friends, we want to be partners. And this will be something that we're not sending our troops again. We'll have a reliable, viable partner that will be doing something that is our own national security interest as well as economic interest. That's really what's at stake. You're not doing it necessarily out of compassion. You can also do it because it is in the best interest of America. And this is something that today's generation of Americans need to understand.
There's also one other thing, besides the question of compassion and morality, and the question of the economic partnership that we can have and the relationship we did have, is Iran is in this hemisphere. It has been financing Hezbollah. Hezbollah is all over Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like it's financed Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis. I mean, it has not, the regime has not kept its terrible works within its own borders. It has been spreading it all over.
Exactly. And even worse than that, Greta, I was telling British officials of the mapping of all the institutions that the regime is using, again, under Ali Khamenei's leadership, that are specifically threatening British citizens via networks of so-called charity centers or educational center or what have you, sleeper cells that they have activated in Britain. The same thing exist also in the United States.
Do you
Not
have-
necessarily nearby in Venezuela, but even on American soil as we speak.
Do you have any fear? I think your cousin was assassinated, and according to the State Department, there have been 360 assassinations around the world since 1979 by Iran. John Bolton, former National Security Advisor, has had threats. President Trump has had threats. Do you fear?
Greta, I've been from day one born in an environment where terrorism became a method of enemies, and security threats has always been, part of my political life.
Well, you were just a boy when you came here, pretty much, pretty young.
No, what I'm saying is that it's part of the job. You have to face the reality that security is a big concern, but it doesn't impact me personally as something that would deter me from doing what I have to do. When you're fighting for a just cause, you have to be able to put your life on the line, and I do. But I do it responsibly, in the sense of making sure that we take all the necessary precautions. But at some point, you have to be able to understand that it's the ultimate sacrifice that you have to be prepared to do, and I am.
The Ayatollah is 86. I don't know if he's going to fall in the next weeks, days. I don't know what President Trump's going to do or not do. But eventually, age will get the best of him. I don't. It gets the best of all of us. But someone's got to lead. He's got a son who's about 56, who's as extremist as he is. Do you anticipate that you would go back and want to lead your country?
Look, the reason I am leading this movement is because my compatriots have basically called my name. They have actually, not that this is new, I've been doing this for 46 years, but specifically in the last months, it was very clear that this is the name they call. This is the person they want to step in, and I have. I'm discharging my duty to lead the transition, and my commitment is to make sure that we are moving away from this regime, which is a clerical dictatorship, towards a secular democratic future. My entire plan is to make sure that we can have a smooth transition, to address that period of transition post-regime collapse, to make sure the country is stabilized, to make sure that people are secure, to make sure that we have the maximum possible defections from the regime that can survive regime change, so long as they haven't been involved criminally and have the blood of the Iranian people on their hand. In other words, unlike what happened in post-Saddam Hussein de-Baathification, this time we're trying to include as many people as possible within the military and paramilitary forces, as well as the civil bureaucracy. All of this so we can elect a parliament that will be a constitutional assembly, if you will, to debate what is the final form that the Iranian people would like to have by means of free and fair elections. Managing this entire process is my role in this transition, and I've proposed a plan of action that has been explained quite copiously under an organization called IPP, which is Iran Prosperity Project, which is focused on the immediate future, the first 100 days, what needs to be done. This is something that basically is a scenario of how do we move from this regime and ultimately get to a final point where Iran is finally a country where we have a full-fledged secular democratic government to replace this clerical dictatorship.
Well, we've had 50 years, almost 50 years of this, so we'll see what happens, whether President Trump does anything or others do something. But obviously, a terrible situation in Iran and has been. But thank you, sir, for joining me. I hope you'll come back.
Thank you, Kata, with pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So that was the interview from yesterday. He also had a very important interview from today. I haven't been able to find that interview yet on Fox News. However, I did live stream that interview earlier today on my channel. So I found the portion of where the interview happened. So I'm just going to share this. Give me a moment here. Let me see how I can do this so that, let me see here. Oof. All right, let me do this. Give me a moment. No, that's weird. All right. Okay. You know what? So I'm just going to share So ignore like so this is me from earlier today. I'm just literally replaying the interview that I broadcast on my live stream earlier today. So this is what he said today. I can't find it on Fox News yet, right? The Shah remembered the name, of course. Guys, our king, our Shah knows let me just say this. Like, our Shah literally knows the name of every single Iranian who has been brutalized and massacred by the Islamic regime, right? So of course he remembered Mahsa Amini's name. He knows, like, guys, he's the father of Iran. Like, we call him our father. He's the father of Iran, and I guarantee you, like, his heart right now, like, his heart is bleeding. His heart is bleeding because of the massacre that's going on. So that was Newsmax. Now I'm going to go to his interview today on Fox News. I don't think Fox News has uploaded it yet, so that's why I'm just going to rebroadcast what I played on my live stream earlier today. All right, here you guys go.
Sanders were also among the dead. They were fired on from rooftops with automatic rifles. Now, here's President Trump with Maria Bartiromo in Davos, Switzerland. This interview aired this morning.
Well, if they keep killing people, will you go back? And
Well, I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to put myself in a position. I can't say that. I don't because I think it would be stupid for me to say that.
Okay, with that, we bring in exiled Iranian Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, who says that the regime is on the verge of collapse. Crown Prince Pahlavi, thank you very much. It's good to have you back on the program. How do you interpret that on President Trump?
Martha, in the middle of what's happening, I think I can update you with the latest news that I had from Iran itself. I just got off the phone with a political prisoner that managed to somehow connect to the internet. And here's what the situation on the ground is. It's an ongoing war between the people and this regime. The regime has massacred them, and it is in total darkness that it is carrying out even more brutality by shooting people in hospitals under the direct order of Khamenei, not to let anyone who was even wounded alive. That's the extent of their brutality, and the numbers you quoted is correct. We anticipate at least 20,000 people dead, if not more, across the land. Now, one thing that the world and this audience needs to realize is that these brave Iranians are saying, we are fighting not just for our own liberation, but to free the world from this terrorist regime. Their commitment is to fight to the very end, and this is the momentum that we have right now. And what could change the odds in their favor is the much-needed neutralization of the regime's instruments of repression, which can only occur based on what the president stated a few days ago, that it will be consequential for the regime using the brutality against the people. And you should not believe a word the regime says, because as an act of desperation, they're trying to buy time. They will make the same false promises that they've done before, and you cannot rely on their words at all.
Yeah, you know, President Trump suggested that talks might be in the works. He talked about the devastation to Iran's nuclear program by the B-2 strikes that were carried out by the United States and ground strikes that were carried out by the Israelis. But there is a lot of discussion in the things that President Trump is saying about negotiations and talks with the Iranian leadership. What do you say to President Trump about that suggestion?
Look, President Trump is a man of his word and he's a man of peace. And he does realize that the best way to protect lives is to take away the instrument of repression that has been a reason for this number of people killed. So in the equation and in the balance is what is the most effective way to stabilize the area. And we all realize that the best way to put an end to radicalism, to terrorism, to the nuclear threat, and everything else that this regime has provided our world with can only be eliminated in one shot by this regime collapsing. What's happening now is the regime, as I said before, is on the verge of collapse. What will expedite its demise and will facilitate a transition to stability and peace is its disappearance. And the people of Iran right now are the boots on the ground fighting. They do need, however, air cover when they are totally unarmed vis-a-vis a very brutal regime. I don't think there's anything left to negotiate other than this time siding with the Iranian nation, with the Iranian people, who clearly state that they are no longer want this regime. They're rejectful of this regime. They hate this regime. And it's a people that, unlike a regime that has chanted death to America from its inception, actually love America, want to be partners with America, and want to be an element that contributes to regional peace and stability, working together with our neighbors. A completely different picture that we currently have with this regime. This is what's at stake, and I think this president understands this as well.
So the language has changed a little bit and from the president, and that could mean that he doesn't want to talk about potential options that he is still considering. And he wants to hold those cards close to the vest, which I think is very understandable from the president in terms of, maintaining the options that he has. On the other hand, I'm hearing that people on the ground in Iran are despondent because they are very afraid that an Obama-like response is happening again, that there's all this momentum and that there's a feeling that it is on the verge of collapse, the regime, and that maybe this moment is about to pass the Iranians by again. Do you feel that way? Are you afraid that that is what might happen again?
Well, obviously, it's a natural anxiety that anyone that is fighting for freedom counts on a support, especially when it's announced. So now they're looking at the action part of it. But having said that, I repeat again that President Trump doesn't want to be another Obama. To the contrary. So up to that point and until now, we believe that actions will be in some form taken while the president has the prerogative to explore every option. But the best option right now that will save lives, that will provide Iran with true freedom at the hand of a nation that wants to liberate itself and be partners in a free world with the most strongest democracy on the planet is to put an end to this regime. We have time and again seen this regime reneging on its promises. It's just buying time. And I think that the time has run out on them. And I hope the president will make the ultimate decision that this is a time to support the Iranian people in freedom. That's what he has said. That's what the Iranian people expect. So we'll see what happens in the next few days.
Crown Prince Pahlavi, thank you very much. It's good to have you with us, and we are following this story very closely, and we hope that we can speak with you again soon so we can stay on top of it and keep it very much in the eyes of the American people as we know it is in the eyes and hearts of the Iranian people. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Martha. I appreciate it.
So still
Okay, so someone told me there's a troll in the X chat, so just give me a moment. Let me go to X so I can find out who the troll is and ban them. Let me see. Is it in my X chat? If you're messaging me, okay, troll in the X chat. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I got him. Thank you for letting me know. Let me just ban this Bisharaf. Okay, so ban, block, there you go, block, and then go back, and then I'm going to mute you as well to delete all your messages. Thank you for letting me know. Mute. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, thank you guys on X for letting me know. I appreciate that. I do see. Oh yeah, I ban all the Bisharafs. Yeah, the challenge with X is that like I tried to add mods, but I couldn't. So it's very, very bizarre. Like so thank you. Oh, my stream has lost connection to audio. All right, okay. I need to reshare my live stream. Yeah, thank you to everyone on X for letting me know. I actually tried to add mods on X, but I can't. So I apologize for that. X just won't let me do that. So yeah, but thank you for letting me know. So I got rid of the troll. So there you go. Okay, I also wanted to give you guys a little bit of good news. So this is actually kind of fun. this is kind of fun. So there's this, like, I guess this is like a famous channel among like anime fans or something. And apparently in episode 3, they featured King Reza Pahlavi. So oh, no, Mason, you weren't the troll. The troll was on X. You're on Rumble, so you're all good. Plus, I already have mods on Rumble. Don't worry. I have mods and admin on Rumble, so you're all good. But guys, I see the chat. I see the chat. So okay. So this is very interesting. This is very interesting because never in my life would I have expected to see the Shah of Iran in an anime. Do you want me to explain why Venezuela elected Iranian? I can't explain that. Ask Venezuelans. I don't know. Maybe because Venezuela, maybe because the current Venezuelan regime is corrupt and that's why it's trying to be changed. Don't ask me about Venezuelan internal politics. I'm not Venezuelan. Like, go ask Venezuelans about that. But I know that Venezuelans are fighting for freedom just like we are. So yeah, I don't know why you're asking me about internal I'm not Venezuelan. Don't ask me about internal Venezuelan politics. I'm geopolitical. Like, I'm on external macro level, not micro. So this is episode 3, but this is really, really interesting because in this episode they actually share they actually show the Shah of Iran. And never in my life would I've expected to see the Shah of Iran, King Reza Pahlavi, in an anime. Guys, watch this. And you know why this is important? I'll explain why this is important, because like 2 to 3 years ago, like no one would mention King Reza Pahlavi, no one would talk about him, no one would say his name, because the Islamic Republic has tried for like 47 years to erase his, identity and name, and then all the leftists and communists and woke progressives, they've tried to make it seem as if he's not the legitimate leader. But within the past 3 weeks, Iranians all around the world and in occupied Iran, we have united. And despite the horrific atrocities that we have experienced, all of us, the one thing I can say is that the reason that we are continuing to fight, and the reason that we are continuing to mobilize, and the reason that our spirit has not been broken is because we have a leader like King Reza Pahlavi. And now he's literally being featured in animes. He's literally in the anime. And this is fantastic because, for me, like when I see the Shah of Iran in like an anime, and I don't know anything about this anime, but a lot of Iranians told me that this is like apparently very popular, very famous, it's everyone watches this or something. And it is fiction, right? So not everything in there is true, but it's based off of like real life events or something. So the fact that the Shah of Iran is featured in the anime, it lets me know that people are paying attention. People are waking up and people are recognizing that, we Iranians know who they want. So to me, I see this as a huge victory. I see this as a huge, huge victory because they are recognizing that the only true voice of Iranians and the only leader that we support is King Reza Pahlavi. So here you go. Because you know what? They could have like not featured him, or kind of like what like the CBC, for example, like CBC platforms Islamic regime propagandists, and we went over that earlier today, right? So this anime could have very easily either not mentioned him, or they could have mentioned like someone from the fake controlled opposition. But the fact that instead of mentioning them, they actually show King Reza Pahlavi, to me, that's a huge, huge win. Huge win, right? It just means that we are beating the Islamic regime in the propaganda war. All right, here we go. This is so cool.
我々は予備的な動員を開始した。長距離爆撃機、空中給油機、そして後方支援部隊の事前展開が進行中だ。USS エイブラハム・リンカーン空母打撃軍は南シナ海から中東へ移動しており、セントゴムの抑止力を強化し、即応的な打撃能力を提供する。一方、イラン側では革命防衛隊が最高度の防衛態勢に入っている。ババアスレママスルンのような長距離防空システムを含む仮想防空網およびヒズボラ、フーシ派などのシーア派武装組織を含む地域全体の勢力により、彼らは米軍の航空作戦に対抗する構え。中国とロシアは我々の次の行動を注視している。
それは何だ？
それは上の判断だ。クソ、中東での長期化した紛争は中国に台湾へ動く隙を与えかねない。すべてを遅れ、一撃で終わらせる。体制を切り落とす。
アメリカは間もなく攻撃に踏み切る。狙いは体制の背骨を折ることだ。その好機は長くは続かない。
My mic was muted. Okay, so I was like, there he is. Like, that's our king. That's our king. He's in the anime. It looks so much like him. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Our Shah. Our Shah is here. Wait. Look at him. Doesn't our Shah look badass? Can someone take a screenshot and send this to me? Oh no, I know President Trump was there. Okay, wait, take a screenshot. All right, someone send that to me. But look, like, okay, I'll let it play, but just give me a moment to appreciate the fact that our leader, right? The leader of the Iranian national revolution, our Shah, the Shah of Iran, the father of Iran, is in an anime and he looks so badass, right? Like, if someone told me 3 weeks ago that the Shah of Iran would be featured in an anime, I would have been like, what are you talking about, right? Because like everyone's against, like people like the not everyone, but like, you know, the mainstream media, communist, leftist, globalists are against him. And now he's in an anime. Like, oh, I love this, you know? Okay, all right, okay. I'm gonna go back and we'll continue. I just, oh my gosh, this makes me want to cry. This makes me want to cry because I feel like people are like now like recognizing who we Iranians trust and support, right? Like, we only trust King Reza Pahlavi to transition us from an Islamic dictatorship to a functioning, you know, secular democracy. And now all of a sudden in this anime, we see King Reza Pahlavi, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, it's just wild. It's so wild.
アメリカは間もなく攻撃に踏み切る。狙いは体制の背骨を折ることだ。その好機は長くは続かない。
他の勢力はどうだ？あの規模の反応に我々は備えがあるのか？
モスクワは語り、北京は見守る。どちらもテヘランのために血を流すことはない。重要なのは革命防衛隊がつまずいた後、何が空白を埋めるかだ。
君たちのアイアンドームが持ちこたえる限り、私は移行期を引き継ぐ準備ができている。
忘れるな、プリンスレザー。無名の淵から君を引き上げたのは我々だ。 アイアンドームはこれらの野蛮人に対しイスラエルの防衛線を守り抜いてきた。そしてこれからもそうする。それは破られない。
There you go. There you go. So, oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh. And then did you guys even see, like, this is insane. The anime even included the part where King Reza Pahlavi hacked the TV screen, remember? Look at this, look at this. Oh, Qiyafasho, like it looks just like him. It looks just like him. قربون قیافش برم من. این پادشاه ما، این پادشاه ایرانه عزیزم. Okay, take one of me with him smiling now. Guys, I want one with me. I want one with him and me smiling. Okay, because oh my gosh. So amazing. So amazing. You want a link to this? Okay, here's the link. Here's the link. I will put the link in both of the live chats. There you go. But literally all you have to do, like, go to YouTube and search PSYOP Anime World War III Episode 3. That's the one. So there you go. قربون قیافش برم من. Guys, این پادشاهمونه. شبیهشه. Prince Reza. Prince Reza. Literally, our Shah is in like an anime. You can send it to, like, if you have X, just like go under the live stream, and you can just like put the comments there. But I want to watch this again. I just want to watch this again.
狙いは体制の背骨を折ることだ。その好機は長くは続かない。
他の勢力はどうだ。あの規模の反応に我々は備えがあるのか。
モスクワは語り、北京は見守る。どちらもテヘランのために血を流すことはない。重要なのは革命防衛隊がつまずいた後、何が空白を埋めるかだ。
I have that moment. I'm going to share that moment, by the way.
アイアンドームが
Wait, this is what I want to share. So this here, so the part here where you see the TV being hacked, guys, that's based on real life, because on Sunday, Islamic regime TV was hacked. It was hacked, and then King Reza Pahlavi showed up on the TV. So this anime, like that part, that's based on real life.
何が空白を埋めるかだ。
君たちのアイアンドームが持ちこたえる限り、私は移行期を引き継ぐ準備ができている。
忘れるな、プリンスレザ。無名の淵から君を引き上げたのは我々だ。アイアンドームはこれらの野蛮人に対しイスラエルの防衛線を守り抜いてきた。そしてこれからもそうする。それは破られない。
I love that so much. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. So there you go. There you go. The Shah of Iran is now featured in an anime, right? There you go. So I just wanted to share that because that's, a little bit of cool, uplifting news there. So the next piece of information that I want to share with you guys, because, right now, there's not a lot of info coming out of occupied Iran. And I just wanted to share with you, I know I played this earlier, but I want to play this again because we don't get a lot of breaking news coming out of occupied Iran. And so for those of you who are wondering what the breaking news is, this message is breaking news. And the person in this video message, I know this person personally. I've known her since childhood. She is a close family friend, and in Iranian culture, similar to, a lot of other cultures. When you have someone who is very close to you, you call them auntie or uncle, right? So I've called her auntie since I was a child. She's not my actual aunt, so we're not related by blood, but she's my auntie, right? She's my auntie. I've known her since I was a baby. And we've spoken a lot about how all of us have been impacted. Oh no, her face isn't in the video. Her face isn't in the video. It's literally just audio. It's just audio. All of us have spoken about how we're receiving news and messages coming from inside occupied Iran. And we've shared a lot of videos and messages from other Iranians. And so this video message is something that I broke, because this came to me on my phone, and I did the translation, and I'm sharing this. So when I tell you that things in Iran are bad, who's this person? I'm just going to ban you. So when I tell you that things in Iran are bad, I'm not exaggerating, because this woman was finally able to share her message, and it's heartbreaking. So I tried to do the message justice, but I really wanted to get it out there. So the AI captures most of it, but it misses a few critical details. So I'm going to play it for you once, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to translate it for you guys again. Okay. Because it's important to know. So for those of you who are wondering what's the latest news, this is the latest news, right? Right here. This is the latest news coming out of Iran. January 22, 2026, the latest news coming from Iran. Here we go.
سلام دوستای گلم، سلام بچه ها. خیلی دلم براتون تنگ شده بود، خیلی وقت بود نتمون قطع شده بود. الان یه دفعه ساعت 12 همینجوری زدم، از طریق آلمان فیلتر شکرم روشن شد. پیاما همتون رو دیدم. قربون تک تکتون برم که خارج از ایران انقدر پشتبانمون هستیم، مگر اینکه شما بتونین برامون کاری کنی. انقدر اینجا وحشتناکه حتی میترسم که گوشیم شنود داشته باشه نتونم پیام بدم دیگه. دل زدم به دریا. بچه‌ها اینجا خیلی وضع خرابه. اینجا حکومت نظامیه، نمیتونیم اصلا بریم بیرون حتی شعار بدیم. از تو تراس هم که شعار میدیم بهمون تیر میزنن. بعد میخوایم بریم بیرون حتی خرید بکنیم تفتیش میکنن، همه جامونو میگردن، رخت و لباس دست میمالن، بعد کیفمون و گوشیمون رو وا میکنن پیاما رو ببینن. ترسمون مجبوریم همه چی پاک کنیم. خلاصه اوضاع خیلی خرابه، مردم نمیتونن برن. یعنی وقتی اگه 2 نفر، همین نوه من ساغر که الان 19 سالشه، میره بیرون 2 دفعه تا حالا ساچمه خورده تو پاش، موهاش انقدر کندن، ساناز گرفته، انقدر جیغ و داد کرده که این کاری نمیکنه، بچه‌ست، چیزی نداره، فقط وایساده داره نگاه میکنه که شما پیش تا فرش داشتیم آوردیمش خونه، وگرنه برش می‌داشتن میبردنش. وقتی هم ببرن دیگه دستمون به هیچ جا بند نیست، همه رو دارن میکشن. یعنی ما چه گناه کردیم که داریم 2 دفعه تو این سن این دوران میگذرونیم؟ یک سری از بچگی، انقلاب و جنگ، حالا اینجوری باید بچه هامون رو ببینیم دارن میکشن. میترسم اصلا برم یه نون بخرم، انقدر که بدجوره. میدونی چجوری لباس پوشیدن با توپ و تانک تو خیابونا، زره پوشیدن، بعد ما دست خالی. اونا هم وقت از ما میترسن، ما باید از اونا بترسیم. ولی خلاصه خدا به دادمون برسه. تو رو خدا شما هوامون از اونجا داشته باشی، شاید انشالله خدا کمکمون کنه. فقط بدونین که وضع خیلی خرابه. نمیدونم دیگه میتونم یه بار دیگه هم باهاتون حرف بزنم، اصلا عمری ازمون میمونه. خیلی وضعیت خرابه. نمیدونی گرونی داره بیداد میکنه، اذیتشون، هرچی بگم کم گفتم. حتی تو خونم حمله میکنن، دنبالمون میان تو خونه رو میگردن، دوباره دارن مثل قبلا میان تو ساختمون، ماهواره ها رو قطع کردن، پارازیت انداختن، هیچی نداریم. از هیچ طریقی نمیتونیم خبر پیدا کنیم، فقط باید اخبار خودشون رو گوش بدیم که همش دروغ. تو رو خدا برامون دعا کنین و کمک کنین. دوستتون دارم. انشالله که بتونیم همدیگه رو ببینیم. خداگان نگارتون، خدا نگهدارتون باشه. میبوسمتون. خداحافظ.
Guys, yeah, I mean, thank you for letting me know that 2C TV played it. Absolutely, he played it because as soon as I uploaded guys, like, you need to understand, like, 2C and me and Armin, we're all working together behind the scenes, right? So we're literally collaborating, and 2C is amazing. 2C is amazing because as soon as I uploaded this video, I sent it to him, and he told me he's already seen it and he's downloaded it and he's adding it to his live stream. So guys, I mean, thank you for letting me know that like 2C played it. Yes, I know, because guys, just know Mahir, 2C, myself, and Armin, we're working together as a team. So we're all united, and 2C is amazing. Like, I have so much love and respect for 2C. Everyone needs to go follow him. Follow his channel, right? So wait, why is someone saying I'm self-promoting? Okay, I'm just gonna ban you. Like, Todigeki has to be shut off. Like, I'm not gonna tolerate insults right now. I'm not gonna tolerate insults when literally my aunt from childhood is there. So yeah, like everyone needs to, guys, I don't even care. Like, you don't even have to give me credit, right? You don't have to give me credit, but all I'm saying is that, like, I personally vouch for this message with my reputation. Okay? Because I know this person. I know who she is. I've known her since I was a child. Okay? I've known her since I was a child. And so shame on Chunky Yogurt, shame on Tucker Carlson, shame on Candace Owens, shame on all those like lefty, communist, jihadi, shame on Mehdi Hassan, shame on like garbage, communist, Islamist, terrorist, jihadis. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you for claiming that everything in Iran is fine. Shame on all of you for attacking me and every single other Iranian who's going out there and raising awareness. Shame on all of you. Every single person, I'm saying this right now, every single person who is denying what's happening in Iran right now has a VIP ticket to hell. First place VIP ticket to hell. And when Iran is free, we are going to come after every single one of you. We will make sure that you are prosecuted and persecuted for supporting the Islamic Republic. Why? Because you are silencing the voices of people like this woman. And I personally vouch for this woman on my reputation, on my life. I vouch for her because I know her. I know her. And so shame on every single one of you people, you disgusting, vile Muslim Nazis, you disgusting, vile jihadi terrorists, you disgusting, vile communists, woke progressives, whatever. Shame on every single one of you for denying what's happening in occupied Iran right now. We're coming after you because Iran will be free. Iran will be free. And as soon as Iran is free, and we have access to the documents in Iran, we will know exactly who the Islamic regime has been paying. And we're going to come after you. We are going to come after you. We're going to expose you. And there is nowhere in the world where you can hide, where we will not find you. If you think that Jews going after Nazis after World War II, if you think that was bad, you have no idea what's coming on. You have no idea what's coming. Because after the Holocaust, there was only 14 million, 15 million Jews, right? And that was intense. But right now, there are 90 million Iranians. And I'm telling you, as soon as Iran is free, 90 million Iranians are coming after you, no matter where you are in the world. Get ready, because we are coming after you. We will persecute you. You think the Nuremberg trials were bad? You have no idea what's coming. We're going to make the Nuremberg trials look like, I don't know, look like amateur hour. And that's not an insult. I'm not insulting the Nuremberg trials, but what I'm saying is that if you think the Nuremberg trials were intense, you have no idea what's coming because there are 90 million Iranians ready and waiting to come after you Muslim Nazi jihadis. Takitun رو میگیریم. And I personally vouch for this message because I know this woman. I'm going to play this message again, and then I'm going to end the live stream because I'm getting some more messages and I need to follow up with them. But I just want to thank you all for coming. I appreciate your support. And yeah, we are going to get every single one of them. We are going to get every single one of them. I don't care which country they escaped to. I don't care which country they're from. I don't even care if they're Iranian or not, because we have so much jihadis who support Iran who aren't even Iranian. We're coming after you too. We're coming after all of you. If you have been supporting the Islamic regime, if you have been putting out propaganda claiming that people like my aunt are Mossad, we're coming for you. You will get your day in court because we will seek justice for the blood of every single innocent Iranian who has been murdered by the Islamic regime. This is 47 years in the making. 47 years. Even the Nazi regime did not last 47 years. The Islamic regime has lasted for 47 years. So just wait, because we're coming after you. Every single one of you, and you will get your day in court. So gather your documents, get a lawyer ready, hire your defense lawyer because you're going to need it. You're going to need it in the Iranian national trials. And I'm going to make sure the trials are televised. We're going to televise those trials so that the entire world can see. The entire world can see what crimes you have committed. And then the world will understand why we Iranians are angry. The entire world will hear the roar of Iranians. Just saying that. And Al Jazeera, we're coming after you too. Qatar, we're coming after you too. Qatar, you're on the top of my list, by the way. Be shut off.
سلام دوستای گلم، سلام بچه ها. خیلی دلم براتون تنگ شده بود، خیلی وقت بود نتمون قطع شده بود. الان یه دفعه ساعت 12 همینجوری زدم، از طریق آلمان فیلتر شکرم روشن شد. پیاما همتون رو دیدم. قربون تک تکتون برم که خارج از ایران انقدر پشتبانمون هستیم، مگر اینکه شما بتونین برامون کاری کنی. انقدر اینجا وضعیت خرابه، انقدر وحشتناکه، حتی میترسم که گوشیم شنود داشته باشه نتونم پیام بدم دیگه. دل زدم به دریا. بچه‌ها اینجا خیلی وضع خرابه، اینجا حکومت نظامیه، نمیتونیم اصلا بریم بیرون حتی شعار بدیم. از تو تراس هم که شعار میدیم بهمون تیر میزنن. بعد میخوایم بریم بیرون حتی خرید بکنیم تفتیش میکنن، همه جامونو میگردن، رخت و لباس دست میبالن، بعد کیفمون و گوشیمون رو وا میکنن پیاما رو ببینن، ترسمون مجبوریم همه چی پاک کنیم. خلاصه اوضاع خیلی خرابه، مردم نمیتونن برن. یعنی وقتی اگه 2 نفر، همین نوه من ساغر که الان 19 سالشه، میره بیرون 2 دفعه تا حالا ساچمه خورده تو پاش، موهاش انقدر کندن، ساناز گرفته، انقدر جیغ و داد کرده که این کاری نمیکنه، بچه است، چیزی نداره، فقط وایساده داره نگاه میکنه که شما پیش تا فرش داشتیم آوردیمش خونه. وگرنه برش می‌داشتن می‌بردنش. وقتی هم ببرن دیگه دستمون به هیچ جا بند نیست، همه رو دارن میکشن. یعنی ما چه گناه کردیم که داریم 2 دفعه تو این سن این دوران میگذرونیم؟ یک سری از بچگی انقلاب و جنگ، حالا اینجوری باید بچه‌هامون رو ببینیم دارن میکشن. میترسم اصلا برم یه نون بخرم، انقدر که بدجوره. میدونی چجوری لباس پوشیدن با توپ و تانک تو خیابونا، زره پوشیدن، بعد ما دست خالی. اونا هم وقت از ما میترسن، ما باید از اونا بترسیم. ولی خلاصه خدا به دادمون برسه. تو رو خدا شما هوامون از اونجا داشته باشی، شاید انشالله خدا کمکمون کنه. فقط بدونین که وضع خیلی خرابه. نمیدونم دیگه میتونم یه بار دیگه هم باهاتون حرف بزنم، اصلا عمری ازمون میمونه. خیلی وضعیت خرابه. نمیدونین گرونی داره بیداد میکنه، اذیتشون هرچی بگم کم گفتم. حتی تو خونم حمله میکنن، دنبالمون میان تو خونه رو میگردن دوباره. دارن مثل قبلا میان تو ساختمون، ماهواره ها رو قطع کردن، پارازیت انداختن. هیچی نداریم، از هیچ طریقی نمیتونیم خبر پیدا کنیم. فقط باید اخبار خودشون رو گوش بدیم که همش دروغ. تو رو خدا برامون دعا کنین و کمک کنین. دوستتون دارم. انشالله که بتونیم همدیگه رو ببینیم. خداگان نگارتون، خدا نگهدارتون باشه. میبوسمتون. خداحافظ.
غرق انقلاب است.
کشور ما، تاریخ ما در سیدگر فرا گرفته، گویی اهورا مستا دوباره در نور خود مرا گرفته.
اشکم سرودی سر میدهم باز فارغ از رنج و تشویش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش.
هن ای پدر، هن ای پسر، برخیز و با ما شو همگام، تا درد آن تجربه تلخ ما را نکشیده در آب. بگذار هر دم بغرند گرگ‌ها دم لباس میش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است،
به پیش به پیش به پیش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است،
به پیش به پیش به پیش. ای کارگر، ای برزگر، راحت کنون ادامه دارد در این زمان که پرتو یزدان از هر سو بر تو میبارد. پس پیش به سوی آزادی
از بحر خزر تا کیش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش.
خلقا به پا بهر دفاع از استقلال و آزادی، تا بشکنیم پشت ارتجاع تیریزی ویران آبادی.
تا زنده سازیم سنت‌های ملی از من آیین و کیش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش.
ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش.
با امید روزی که تمام این دلبشو و انقلاب تموم بشه و ما در روشنایی، نور و سعادت مردم کشورمون غرق بشیم.
نه خارجی نه بیگانه، نه مستشارهای ویرانی، نه چیر خاران نه کاسه لیسان، فقط هم رزمان ایرانی.
ما با شرافت میهنی بسازیم بهر فرزندان
مردان بیایی داخل صف ما اکنون که آغاز رویاست. دشمنان بدانید ما زنده هستی، بعد از ما هم ایران پابرجاست. آن روح شیطان ما را فریب داد با صد شعار مردمیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. پرچم ما پرچم ایران، شهیدان روی شانه هامان حمل میکنیمش در هر خیابان و میدان. تا ماسک دلقکان را برداری از روی تسبیح و ریش. ایران غرق انقلاب